Looking for photography tips, inspiration, ideas, or anything about film? Well, you've come to the right place. Born in Film and Photo Nation present Film Factor Podcast. Follow us on our social platforms at Born in Film on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook.
Is the song, yeah. Wait. He lives in you.
return you now to your regularly scheduled program.
When your camera is made by Kodak, you know it's good.
Tonight, I'd like to show you one of the world's great cameras.
Tonight, I'd like to show you a new idea in picture taking.
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall. I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up.
I see the picture in my mind's eye, and I give it to you as the equivalent of what I saw and felt.
We choose to go to the moon.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
We will never forget that we are analog human beings.
My job is to be authentic.
We all love stories. We're born for them.
Coming to you live from Stratobox Studios in Manila, Philippines.
Mass at 4 a.m. for 9 straight days.
Singing carols in Tagalog, or well, trying to.
Enjoying festive treats such as puto bongbong and bibingka.
Picking out paroles,
which have been on sale since September. Yep, that's the Philippines for you. Christmas from September to January pretty much.
You know the season starts once you hear Jose Marie Chan songs everywhere. It seems like more than any other holiday, Filipinos just absolutely love Christmas. Not just because of the vibrant lights.
The get-together with loved ones. The amazing food that is served. The conversations and laughs along the way. Or even the generous gifts.
All of these play their part in creating amazing memories every single year.
Above all, Filipinos just love to give love.
Maligayang Pasko sa inyong lahat.
Hey guys, welcome back to Film Factor Podcast. My name is Francis. Tonight we are back to the combined presentation of entries for Digital Monday and Film Friday. Top 50 entries for Theme of the Week. And we are again live simulcast on Facebook Live, IGTV, and YouTube. So for our friends who are here with us tonight, happy Friday. Before we begin, let's now check at how many members we have in Photo Nation. Currently, we now have Photo Nation now has 8,400 members across 101 countries worldwide. And again, as we always say, if you're not a member yet, do take a time and join us here on Facebook. Again, don't forget, our hotline is now active. You can actually call us tonight. Our hotline is on Viber. It's at 63921-408-8898 or just scan this QR code and it will bring you to Viber. It's unfortunate that we won't be having any events soon because of the pandemic. But in the meantime, we hope that all of you are safe. It would be advisable to stay at home and go out only if and when it's necessary. So wash your hands, wear face masks, face shields, and keep distance from the person near you. The key to fighting this pandemic is surviving. So stay healthy. For those who are sick, fight your way through because we have lots of things planned for the rest of the year. To our frontliners, we thank you and pray that all of you are safe. We hope that through these efforts, we keep you entertained, inspired, and motivated. Please do share this live video now so that we get the word out. This isn't only for us, but for you and the many people who are riding out this pandemic. Yay! And for tonight, we are playing songs from the anniversary playlist. So if you haven't checked out our anniversary playlist on Spotify, do check that out. Our first song is Adulthood from Jukebox A Ghost. Again, you're listening to Film Factor Podcast.
Film Factor Podcast.
Thank you all so much for being here. It means the world to us.
You are listening to Photo Nation Radio.
Again, that was Adulthood by Jukebox the Ghost. And moving on, if you haven't seen, we've rolled out different campaigns to boost everyone's passion and creativity. Part of those are Digital Monday and Film Friday, where we feature the best photos from Photo Nation. Now, how do you participate? All you need to do is join Photo Nation, post your best photo, add info about it, and tag. The cutoff for entries will be the day before the campaign. Any entries posted after that will be included the following week. Why do we do this? Because at the end of the year, we will honor Photo Nation's very first photographers of the year. There will be a photographer of the year for both film and digital, a filmmaker of the year, and lots of other awards and special prizes. So don't miss a chance. Participate today. We believe in inclusivity, where it doesn't matter what medium you use as long as you deliver the output that you seek. If you'd ask me, that's how photography should be. It shouldn't be about brands or even film versus digital. It should be about you, your experience, and connecting to as many people who are into the same passion as you are. That's one of the main reasons why we believe in every medium together. Let's begin with digital. Okay. Saan na yung digital natin? Yan, okay. And this week's top digital photos are from for Digital Monday are from Kevin Paul Zilabo from the Philippines, Matthew Manes from the Philippines, Excelso Hiponia from the Philippines, Alan Mansueto from the Philippines, Donato Amoranto, who I believe is watching us right now, from the Philippines, Vicente Romero from Spain, 30 Antonio from the Philippines, Manuel Gro from Colombia, Mark Rob from US, Gio Balatbat from the Philippines. Congrats, guys! Our first entry is from Matthew Manes from the Philippines. He used a Sony a6000 camera with a Sigma 30mm lens. Congrats, Matthew! Our next one is from 30 Antonio from the Philippines. He used our first ever featured drone. He used a Mavic 2 Pro. Congrats, 30. Our next one is from Gio Balatbat from the Philippines. Don't forget to follow him on Instagram. It's at just.infilms. He used a Nikon 3500 in a kit lens. Congrats, Gio. Our next one is from Manuel Gro from Colombia. He says, water and mist footage was my wife Sylvia's favorite. Wow. Great photo. Guys, Manuel. Our next one is from Kevin Silabo from the Philippines. Don't forget to follow him on Instagram. It's at Kevin Paul Silabo. He used a Fujifilm X-T1 with an XF 10 to 24mm lens. Congrats, Kev! The next one is from Excelso Hiponia from the Philippines. He used a Fujifilm X-T20 with a Viltrox X-T20. Congrats, Excelso! Our next one is from Mark Rob from the US. He used a Sony a7III II with a Sony GM24 to 70mm lens. Congrats, Mark! Our next one is from Vicente Romero from Spain. It says Tajuña River in Wow, ang hirap nito. Guadalajara, Spain. Congrats, Vicente. Our next one is from Donato Amoranto from the Philippines. He used a Fujifilm X-T1 with a Takumar 50 1.4. Congrats, Donato. Again, our entries for Digital Monday are from Kevin Paul Silabo from the Philippines, Matthew Manis from the Philippines, Excelsior Hiponia from the Philippines, Alan Mansueto from the Philippines, Donato Amoranto from the Philippines, Vicente Romero from Spain, 30 Antonio from the Philippines, Manuel Groh from Colombia, Mark Rob from the US, and Gio Balatbad from the Philippines. Congrats, guys! And those were the entries for Digital Monday. Before we move on to the next, let's play another song from the anniversary playlist. Our next song is from Penguin Prison. This is Never Gets Old. Again, happy Friday, guys. You're listening to...
You are listening to Photo Nation Radio.
You could be my woman, and I'll be your man. Just a little bit longer, till the feeling ends. But something else is happening, and you need to go. Could run around this whole place, and you never know. Oh my, can't you let it be? Running round again, round and round again. No, I got somewhere to be. Running round again, round and round again. Something better might be coming. Just a little more, 'cause it never gets old. Something that you thought was over. Just a little more, 'cause it never gets old. You could tell me something, you don't need to shout, but I don't need to know that. Don't freak me out. Everything is okay, everything is fine, but just a little bit longer till you're out of time. Oh my, can't you let it be? Running round again, round and round again. No, I got somewhere to be. Running round again, round and round again. Something better might be coming. Just a little more, 'cause it never gets old. Something that you thought was over. Just a little more, 'cause it never gets old. Round and round again, 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 round and round again. Something better might be coming. Just a little more, 'cause it never gets old. Something that you thought was over. Just a little more, 'cause it never gets old. Something better might be coming, 'cause it never gets old. Something that you thought was over, 'cause it never gets old.
And that was Never Gets Old by Penguin Prison. And moving on to analog, here are this week's top film photos from members of Photo Nation. Okay, here we go. Here are this week's top film photos from members of Photo Nation. Again, happy Film Friday. Our entries for Film Friday are from Maynard Mercado from the Philippines, Von Serrano from the Philippines, Justin De La Rosa from the Philippines, Vince Eric Los Bañez from Singapore, Scott Davis from the US, Vladimir Kovalov from Croatia, Kat Villarreal from the Philippines, RC Rosales from the Philippines, John Linton from the US, and Graham Bem from England. Congrats, guys! Our first entry is from Maynard Mercado from the Philippines. Don't forget to follow him. It's at Maynard M on Instagram. He used a Minolta X7 with a Kodak Ultramax 400. Congrats, guys. Congrats, Maynard. Our next entry is from Von Serrano from the Philippines. He used a Nikon FM10 with a Kodak Ultramax 400. Congrats, Von. Our next one is from Justin De La Rosa from the Philippines. I believe there's something wrong with Instagram. But he used a Minolta X700 with a Kodak Gold 200. Congrats, Justin. Our next one is from Vince Eric Los Bañez from Singapore. Again, there's something wrong with the IG. And he used a Zorky Zvema combo and a 4K FN 250 expired since 1993 film. Our next one is from Scott Davis from the US. He used a 5x7 camera with a Cook Series 2 lens. It's a 10.5 inch lens and it's 4.5 the aperture. And he used an L4 FP4 film. Congrats, Scott. Our next one is from Vladimir Kovalov from Croatia. He used a 1945 Zeiss Icon Super Inconta 6x9 camera with a Zeiss Tessar 105mm f4.5 lens and a Kodak T-Max 100. Congrats, Vladimir. The next one is from Kat Villarreal from the Philippines. Don't forget to follow her. It's at cat_shoots_film on Instagram. She used a Nikon FM2N with a Fuji Industrial 100. Congrats, Kat. Our next one is from RC Rosales, who's watching with us tonight from Cebu. He used an Instax 200 camera with an Instax wide film. Congrats, RC. And finally, our last one from John Lenton from the US. He used a Minolta Maxxum 5 with a Minolta AF 28 to 100mm lens. It's a 3.5 to 5.6D. And I'm not sure, that shouldn't be a black and white film. Congrats, John. Again, your entries for Film Friday are from Maynard Mercado from the Philippines, Von Serrano from the Philippines, Justin De La Rosa from the Philippines, Vince Eric Los Bañez from Singapore, Scott Davis from the US, Bonimir Cobalo from Croatia, Kat Villarreal from the Philippines, RC Rosales from the Philippines, and John Linton from the US, and finally Ryan Lim from England. I think we skipped Ryan's photo. Anyway, you get to see him on Sunday with us. And moving on to the next. This week we actually ask you your question of the week. If you recall, we asked you this week. Our question of the week is, what kind of camera or lens do you use? And here are some of the entries that we got from you, our viewers. Again, don't forget to call us on Viber. It's at 639-408-8898 or just scan the QR code. Our first entry is from Jerry Mapale Bonguyan. He says, a Huawei P20 Lite and a cheap macro lens. Wow. Congrats, Jerry. And our next answer is from Ederwin Franco. He says Canon EOS M10 with a 50mm 1.8 lens. Wow. I actually love the M10. Our next one is from Kirby Jonko. Kirby says a 600D with its telephoto kit lens 55 to 250mm lens. Wow. Our next one is from John Carl Estanislao. He says Contax 137MD or a Yashica FX3 Super 2000 with a Carl Zeiss Planar T-Star 50 1.7 lens. Nice lens. And finally, we have from Ken Guevara. He says, I use a Nikon Z6 with lenses such as a 50mm f1.4, a 16 to 35 f4, and a 55 1.7. I'm planning to get a 70 to 200 f2.8 soon. Again, those were your entries for question of the week. Again, thank you for participating. We'll have another question of the week tomorrow. We'll announce that. Dito na tayo sa next. We know you look forward to this every time we post our memes. Let's try to check out this week's top memes. Our first meme, me shoots burst my camera. Our next one, strangers see you take pictures of them. Photographers, I have no idea who you are. Our next one, mulit lang. Sorry. Our next one, me on the 500 page of eBay looking for cheap film cameras. Our next, when your lens focused on your foreground but it looks better than the first plan. Photography. When your camera reach its shutter count. So long, partner. Photography student, why do we need to shoot raw? Photography teacher, it's a surprise tool that will help us later. Sees dust in my sensor, my hands, my sensor, my legs. Our Next one. When you blow your breath to your lens to clean it. Ito yung maraming hits. Photo Nation announced its first anniversary. Me who posted one photo since I joined. So, fear no man, but that thing. Error 2. It scares me. Yeah, no one. Me in the bathroom at midnight. Developer Fixer Star. Again, those were your memes from Meme Central. Again, we'd like to thank Ned, who does all our memes. Before we move on to our final portion, which is your top 50, we'll take a quick break. But please stay. We'll be back very, very soon.
We are a proud generation of visual storytellers, young and old alike, across all gender, beyond ethnicity, thriving in an online community. Built in the Philippines for the world. From the streets of Intramuros to the ringing bells of Chalon-sur-Saône, atop the great mountains of the Himalayas to the deeps of the Great Barrier Reef. Across Asia, Europe, Oceania, Africa, and the Americas. We will tell stories. We are Photo Nation, and the passion will live on.
One of the things that makes anything more enjoyable is being able to share it and being part of a community.
And quite frankly, what I get from Photo Nation is the fact that it's so non-judgmental.
They're so accepting of people, and I like that about Photo Nation, that people are willing to do that.
Photo Nation is hindi lang siya Filipino-based international group. Ano siya, one big happy family talaga siya.
Photo Nation is just one huge family.
I think probably the thing I like the most about Photo Nation is the fact that it's a supportive community, not there to score points.
Photo Nation, a platform that has no bashing.
It's you ask for help, you get help. The best part about Photo Nation is that everyone gets a chance to showcase their stuff. And if you ask, how did you get that? Can you teach me? The people respond and they're like, yeah, I'm actually learning things here.
We all started as a beginner, whether it's you're self-taught or you learn from masters or you learn from YouTube. We should be humble enough to know and to accept that people who are willing to learn, we have to appreciate that because it's actually promoting the hobby or the passion that we love, which is photography.
Malaki talaga yung impact sa pag-i-improve ko as a photographer kasi hindi lang basics yung tinuturo, parang yung advanced stuff na.
I'm always welcome na idea na magkaroon ng isang community ang mga photographers. Yung imbis na magbangayan, nagtutulungan.
It feels really nice to be part of Photo Nation because of how active the group is. A lot of inspiration for me to take in.
Ako in-expect na ganito yung welcome ng Photo Nation sa akin.
Napagsama-sama ng Photo Nation ang mga photographer, anuman ang lahi nila.
I've met a lot of people from different regions sa country natin. Mas na-widen yung network ko.
Masaya kasi nakakapag-share ka ng free.
Na mas manada oportunidad pati health chances na mas kada grande din yung thinking about things na noy at na kalya ko nila.
Feel like I'm with a family that supports what I love and what I'm passionate about. Mararamdaman mo na may value yung gawa mo and mas nakikita mo na there is an opportunity for you to grow in this industry.
I joined Facebook a year ago, and you are the first group I joined. It's one big international family. It's great to be part of Photo Nation International.
Aside from the photography memes, pinakagusto na ako sa Photo Nation is activities like Photographer of the Week and sa mga Theme of the Week.
I was really happy to be featured as the Photographer of the Week. It really helps and boosts me.
One of the things I like about Photo Nation is the fact that it's not limited by any demographic, by any location, or by year.
Tuwang-tuwa ako kasi siyempre first time ko maging part ng isang member na may malaking community. Maganda experience ko.
Nakita na ko na daghang mga parehas na kong edad ang misulay og photography diri sa mga sa Dipolog.
Nakatabang siya ka mo-grow ko as a photographer. So, maka-inspire siya sa mga kasama ko na bagungan pa. Pag-join ako aning Photo Nation kay at first kay nakulbaan ko ato kay international siya.
Pag-ayat ko ken to Photo Nation ken dagiti na dumaduma nga aktibidades kay Domingo kas dagiti pasalit nga pagka-recognizean dagiti kas kanyak nga agdadamo ti fotografiya.
Người ta thường hay nói rằng là khi mà bạn muốn đi thật là nhanh thì bạn đi một mình, nhưng mà khi mà bạn muốn đi xa thì bạn sẽ đi cùng với cả những người khác. Thành ra là khi mà tham gia vào những cái group chơi ảnh như là Photo Nation thì nó giúp mình là sẽ nhìn được thấy rất là nhiều bức ảnh đẹp, và qua đó thì và cũng được gặp rất nhiều là photographer giỏi. Thế thành ra là qua đó mình cũng được truyền cảm hứng hơn.
So, paano ako nung mag-join karang community? Uning, manakit kong bakal inspiration.
Yung first impression ko sa Photo Nation, walang toxic sa group. Parang dito sa Photo Nation nakaka-proud kasi parang nabibigyan ng voice yung mga Filipino.
I think Photo Nation is there. It's kind of feel like home. Alam mong this group will help you grow.
Sobrang ganda ng podcast quality. Yun yung magagawa ng Pinoy. So, nakaka-proud din.
Nagulat din po ako lalo kasi almost around the world kasali po. Parang ang laki pong privilege sa akin na sa Philippines po nag-start tong Photo Nation.
Pinoy pride kasi nga 'di ba? Doon yung group is sa Pilipinas. So parang kaya natin makisabay at maliit tayong bansa.
I think Photo Nation parang for me yung always active na ako.
Swerte gid ko kay naging part ko sa group ni. Hindi gid ni malimtan ang opportunity kag hindi ko gid pagsayahan.
Marami akong natutunan, lalo yung sa masterclass.
Photo Nation expanded my global knowledge, especially regarding Filipino photography. The Philippines seems to be pretty excited and actively pursuing the craft.
Feeling ko na welcome ka talaga kasi may mga toxic na mga tao. Nakakaugmat na nakaka-inspire sinda ng mga picture ninda na pinatawat, pinapailing sa mga bawat saro.
That worldwide photo walk, my gosh, I was surprised that many people showed up and it brought tears to my eyes. It was brilliant. There's so much love. I think that's the best way to say it. There's so much love in this community.
The truth is, this is merely a setback. This is merely one huge mountain that we have to traverse.
Hi guys, welcome back. We are heading to our top 50 entries for Theme of the Week.
They say what they gonna say. Have a drink, clean, found about life. Bad
like me, it's hard to come by. The Patron, oh, let's go get it on. In the zone, oh, yes, I'm in the zone. Is it 2, 3? Leave a good tip. I'ma blow all my money and don't give two.
I'm on the floor. I love to dance, so give me more, till I can't stand. Get on the floor, like it's your last chance. If you want more, then here I am. Starships were meant to fly. Hands up and touch the sky. Can't stop, 'cause we're so high. Let's do this one more time. Starships were meant to fly. Hands up and touch the sky. Let's do this one last time. Can't stop, hey. Higher than a mother. Jump in my hoop, I owned it. And I ain't paying my rent this month, I owe that. But be who you want and be who you like. Dance all night, there's no end in sight. Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
Now everybody let me hear you say Ray, Ray, Ray. Spend all your money 'cause I pay, pay, pay. And if you're a G, you a G, G, G. My name is Kirsten, you can call me Kirsty.
Starships were meant to fly. Hands up and touch the sky. Let's do this one last time. Can't stop.
Higher than a mother.
Get on the floor.
You fly. Think.
Let's do this one last time.
Yes, I'm in the zone. Let's go get it on.
Starships were meant to fly. Hands up and touch the sky. Can't stop, 'cause we're so high. Let's do this one more time. Starships were meant to fly. Hands up and touch the sky. Can't stop, 'cause we're so high. Let's do this one last time. Starships were meant to fly. Hands up and touch the sky. Let's do this one last time. Hands up, 'cause
Higher than a mother. Show.
BTS Productions, baby. Yeah. Come on, bitch, let's go.
Let's go to the beach, let's go get away. They say what they gonna say. Have a drink, found about life. Bad bitches like me, it's hard to come by. The Patron, oh, let's go get it on. In the zone, oh, yes, I'm in the zone. Is it 2, 3? Leave a good tip. I'ma blow all my money and don't give two.
I'm on the floor. I love to dance, so give me more, till I can't stand. Get on the floor, like it's your last chance. If you want more, then here I am. Starships were meant to fly. Hands up and touch the sky. Can't stop, 'cause we're so high. Let's do this one more time. Starships were meant to fly. Hands up and touch the sky. Let's do this one last time. Can't stop, hey.
Higher than a mother.
Jump in my hoop, I owned it. And I ain't paying my rent this month, I owe that. But be who you want and be who you like. Dance all night, there's no end in sight. Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
Now everybody let me hear you say Ray, Ray, Ray. Spend all your money 'cause I pay, pay, pay. And if you're a G, you a G, G, G. My name is Kirsten, you can call me Kirsty.
Starships were meant to fly. Hands up and touch the sky. Let's do this one last time. Can't stop.
Higher than a mother.
Get on the floor.
You fly. Think.
Let's do this one last time.
Yes, I'm in the zone. Let's go get it on.
Starships were meant to fly. Hands up and touch the sky. Can't
PTS Productions, baby. Yeah. Come on, bitch, let's go. Let's go to the beach, let's go get away. They say what they gonna say. Have a drink, found about life. Bad bitches like me, it's hard to come by. The Patron, let's go get it on. In the zone, yes, I'm in the zone. Is it 2, 3? Leave a good tip. I'ma blow all my money, don't give two
I'm on the floor. I love to dance, so give me more till I can't stand. Get on the floor, like it's your last chance. If you want more, then here I am. Starships were meant to fly. Hands up and touch the sky. Can't stop, 'cause we're so high. Let's do this one more time. Starships were meant to fly. Hands up and touch the sky. Let's do this one last time. Can't stop, hey. Jump in my hoop, I owned it. And I ain't paying my rent this month, I owe that. But be who you want and be who you like. Dance all night, there's no end in sight. Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
Now everybody let me hear you say Ray, Ray, Ray. Spend all your money 'cause they pay, pay, pay. And if you're a G, you a G, G, G. My name is Kirsten, you can call me Kirsty.
Starships were meant to fly. Hands up and touch the sky. Let's do this one last time. Can't stop. Get on the floor.
You vibe. Think.
Let's do this one last time.
Yes, I'm in the zone. Let's go get it on. Starships were meant to fly. Hands up and touch
There, and those were your entries for Theme of the Week. Again, congratulations to everyone. Moving on. Ready na ba kayo? Are you guys ready? Don't forget, we are celebrating Halloween here, right on the podcast, where we'll have a costume party on October 31 and a special podcast on November 1, where we actually invited paranormal experts from Boston, from Florida, and one of our friends, Iceland, of Film Folk, who also be joining us for that special podcast. But before we forget, let's check out how many days we have left for Halloween. We have 8 days until Halloween. You guys ready for Halloween? Again, we are celebrating Halloween here on Photo Nation and on the podcast. Ready na yung mga kadila at yung mga mumu at yung smoke machine sa likod kung nakikita niyo. Aside from Halloween, it's October here in the Philippines, and we are now weeks away from Christmas. We are also celebrating a Christmas party here on the podcast and on Photo Nation. Let's check out how many days until Christmas. We only have 63 days until Christmas. Are you guys ready? Yun. And, saan ba tayo? Again. Saan ba tayo? Again, don't forget to join us on Sunday. We are having a podcast on pursuing street photography in the new normal. We have David Banta from Michigan in the US. We have Albert Ranyada from the Philippines. And we have Ryan Lim from England in the United Kingdom. And they'll all talk about photojournalism, street photography, and how to pursue that during the pandemic. And we've actually seen lots of their photos, really good photos and photographers. Do check that out on Sunday. And before we say goodbye, don't forget to join us on Discord. Photo Nation is now on Discord. We are actually dissolving our Facebook group chat. It has moved on to Discord, and that will begin Monday. So if you're still on the group chat, do take your time to move over or transfer to Discord. It's a great platform where we have different channels there where you can learn photography. There's a comments and criticisms thread. There's also a selling thread. You can sell your gears there, and lots of other things that you can do within the. We also have Photo Nation Radio there. Diba?
You are listening to Photo Nation Radio.
And don't forget, Photo Nation or Born in Film is now open for partnerships. So if you're a brand and you'd like to partner with Born in Film or Photo Nation, just let us know. We are open to partnerships. Just email us at info@borninfilm.com. What else? Yeah, I guess that's it. Before we say goodbye, we will be leaving you with this song. Again, please join us on Discord. We have an after. The Photo Nation Radio will be pushing through all throughout the night. This is just a live on Facebook, but we will be transferring to Discord after this. So sunod na kayo sa Discord after this. Again, we are leaving you with this song from Sing It Loud. This is No One Can Touch Us. Again, my name is Franz. This has been Film Factor Podcast. Thanks for joining us.
A little closer to the things we
Film Factor Podcast.
Come over then together willing we'll take over the world. You call me closer, I said maybe yeah, but I'm proven right by all the things we talk about. The summer air is here, so get your dress on and dance around like no one cares. Come on, come on, come on. You know you gotta come on, come on, come on. And celebrate 'cause we are together, made for each other. We can stand alone. And now no one can touch us. We're falling faster, will you think about it? If I fall over, will you catch me, baby? 'Cause there's an awful lot of people waiting to get their hands on everything we've got. Come on, come on, come on. You know you've gotta come on, come on, come on. And celebrate 'cause we are together, made for each other. We can stand alone. Come on, come on, come on. You know you've gotta come on, come
You are listening to Photo Nation Radio.
we are together, made for each other. We can stand alone. And now no one can touch us. And I'll be singing 'cause you're all I need. And I'll be singing 'cause you're all I need. We're getting higher every time that we love. A little closer to the things we fall back on. If you come over, then together willing, we'll take over the world.
That was Film Factor Podcast. Thank you for joining us. Don't forget to join us again on Sunday night. We'll have the podcast with our special guests where we'll talk about street photography in time of the pandemic. Again, my name is Franz. Thanks for joining us tonight.
And that was Film Factor Podcast. Join us again next time. Follow us on our social platforms at Born in Film on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Don't forget to use hashtag The Passion Lives On.
Bye, guys. Good night. See you on Discord.
Looking for photography tips, inspiration, ideas, or anything about film? Well, you've come to the right place. Born in Film and Photo Nation present Film Factor Podcast. Follow us on our social platforms at Born in Film on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook.